Hello boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Bareham Engines. So, would you believe the channel now is just over a year old? That is a year since being monetised, mind, and we are sort of going back to basics here. We're going to start having a think. We're back here in my kitchen. I don't think we've been here for 10 months, something like that. Just came to me. I'm actually at home. It's the weekend, and I've just been thinking about the channel, about work, how much things have changed, in the last year. How much you guys have supported us, just the entire change of the business really, and my whole role towards the company. We've introduced Isaac, Paul, John's playing a sort of slightly different role to what he did. Just been at home mulling today, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to go back to basics. I'm going to set the camera up in the kitchen, and we're just going to have a chat really about the channel and the way we sort of expect the channel to go. As you all know, we've sort of been mixing it up lately. The intention of the channel from the beginning is a bit unlike all the other engineering channels on YouTube. Most of the ones that I'd ever watched, a bit like as, were maybe American, fewer English, but they were all the same sort of basic thing where they would show you, you'd have some sort of showing you the builds from start to finish, you'd have some showing you just the machining processes, but very few were like ours where they sort of showed you everything, including the negative side of the running the business, the stresses, the problems you have. And not only that, but I decided, that is the way I wanted to go. And I also wanted to show any problems or issues that we had ourselves or created ourselves, really. I just wanted to be open with you guys. I wanted to be truthful. And I didn't want to hide anything really. So that was the idea of the channel, and I think we've done a really good job of producing that really, and there's been some really positive feedback from you guys regarding that. We've introduced Paul and Isaac into the company. They're playing a really, really good role into our business. Isaac's started absolutely fantastic. Bear in mind he's only just turned 20 years old. At 19, 20 years old, I was nothing like Isaac. I was nowhere near as grown up as he is, and he seems to have fitted in with us really well. He thoroughly enjoys it. He's keen, which is the main thing. He's able, he's intelligent, and he's really proven himself to be a big part of the company in the future. Then we've got Paul. I've known Paul since he was a young lad, really, because as I say, I've been there for over 20 years. Bob, his father, has been coming to us for about the same amount of time. Bob's always been into engine rebuilding. I've actually learned quite a lot off Bob in the past from the motorsport side, as in the engine building. So things like compression ratios, valve to piston clearance, all that sort of stuff, I've actually learned from Bob. So yeah, Bob's been a big part of our company, and then he's sort of brought Paul on to follow him in the Alfa Romeo scene. So Paul is a massive benefit to us, really. The fact that we've been able to get him, all right, he has to do his own stuff, but we get him for the majority of the week, every week. He's just cracking on. He's made it possible for me to continue with this channel as much as I want to do it, really. Because things have changed so much in a year, it's really to have a chat with you guys and see what you think should be the future of the channel, really, and not just that, but of the business. It's not just a case of knocking up a couple of 15-20 minute videos here and there. I put a lot of hard work into the channel. It's almost like running another business apart from Bareham Engines. I do all the editing myself. I do most of the video myself. There's all the thinking, the prepping of all the videos, and it's difficult. With a company like ours, you sort of feel sometimes that you've run out of ideas, really. But that's why I decided at the beginning, I want to make it like a series, really. Like I want to introduce you guys to our family within the company, and that's why lately we've started to, Paul, myself, Isaac, we've all started to do some communicating together on film, get together in the office, have a general chit chat, just so you guys really can get used to us and get to know us as people, as well as, you know, as well as a company. And I think we've done a good job of that. But lately, we have been sort of sifting through the comments, and I don't know whether it's the slight change, but there seems to be a lot of negative comments on some of the stuff we do. I don't know whether it's because people are not used to the way we work, or, you know, everything on YouTube or in front of a camera has to be clinical and, you know, on point. But that's the way we work. I mean, there's things like the PPE, the safety glasses and all the rest of it, the footwear. Yes, we're going to have to up our game. We've got in some real bad habits there. I understand that. And it may be, if there's anyone that's sort of in our game, it's not really showing a good impression as to how you should abide by health and safety, etc. So that is something that we are going to sort out. And we really appreciate you sort of mentioning that. But yeah, really, guys, I just want your opinion on where you think we should head with the channel. You know, as I say, we've gone from doing quite a lot of the sort of warranty claims, but as funny as it sounds, not that the warranty claim videos that we went on about were our fault in the first place. You know, some stuff that we showed maybe because of us, but we just seem to, the sort of better we get, and obviously we've got Paul in, who's real thorough, and that we just tend to get less of the warranty stuff. Because the channel has brought us in so much quality work, we've managed to move away from the problematic engines. I think that's a lot of it. That's why we don't get so many comebacks. So yeah, we want your input, guys, on what you think we should focus on more. I mean, as I say, we do read through the comments, and a lot of you say, I want to see more engine processes, I want to see more engine builds and that. But if we do that, I mean, obviously I study my analytics, and I've been around the houses with it. I've sort of done a specific video on just the processes. I've put videos on different times of the week, different times of the day, and all the rest of it. And what we do now, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing, seems to work for us. If I just do pure machining processes, although there's a lot of guys comment saying that's what they want to see, it doesn't seem to get the views of the sort of drama and all that. So that's why I try and mix it up. But I really would appreciate now, guys, now we're at a sort of year in, bearing in mind that I have got Barham engines to run as well as doing the channel, my stress levels seem to be sort of up here rather than sort of down here before. But I don't mind doing that if, you know, if you guys are going to enjoy it. We just need some sort of input really, and some focus on where we're going to head the channel and what you guys think we should sort of do, of which avenue to go down really with our business. You know, what I would like to do, now we've done quite a lot more competition and performance engines and what have you. Obviously, when the spring comes, these engines that we've done lately, definitely the ones since we've been doing the channel that you guys have been able to see the processes of, I would like to go back, review the cars when they're running, whether they be a performance track car or a classic car at a show. We would like to go round and sort of review these cars and interview the owners and what have you. I don't know what you think about that. I'd quite like to, that there is a passion of mine, so I would quite like to make that a part of the channel. I don't want to start doing separate channels. I want to keep it all in this channel, but I think that it would be a great benefit if we start doing that, so you guys can see from the first process of doing some of the engine work to when the car's complete and at its show or its track day, something like that. So yeah, let me know what you think on that, guys. But yeah, that's my sort of feeling at the minute. Just lately I've been sort of mulling over in my head. You know, I don't just want to chase views, but at the end of the day, ultimately I want to get as many viewers watching our channel as possible. That's the whole idea. That's what everyone sort of does it for, really. Obviously with the views comes revenue and what have you, and sponsorship, and we put that revenue into our company, and that's going to allow us, once we know what we're doing with like the workshop and things like that, we're going to plough some of that money into the company and get new equipment and what have you, and just add to the channel. So yeah, I'd really appreciate your input on this, guys. Please comment down below on what you think we should do and the way we should focus on it. And again, we're here at Bareham Engines. We are really, really appreciative of all your comments, all your views, all your subscriptions, and not only that, but all the contact you guys have made to us. The tea money, the biscuits, the visits to the track day, the visits to our workshop to come and say hi, the emails, phone calls, really, really appreciate it, guys. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to know that you guys enjoy the channel on a daily basis. Thanks again, guys. Until another video, we're going to see you Monday now. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again. Cheers, guys.